Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah, today I'm going to continue to give you more details of creative visualization technique as well as various examples that we can use in our life. There are many research showing that if we begin to practice creative visualization every day, actually we can improve our brain function. Research have shown that our frontal cortex built up more synapses, and the section of our brain that imbues on creativity, creative thinking is expanded, and basically we have a better brain function. So there are naturally very good reason why we do creative visualization, because we are connecting our synapses from all directions. So our brain will then be relaxed because we are going into the calm mode, and we're using all the senses that we have. Allah has given us our visual, auditory, kinesthetic capability. Allah also has given us, for example, when we see, for example, our smell, sense of touch, sense of taste, and so on. So all this is built into our subconscious mind while we are doing our creative visualization. So it's very important for you to know that this is a very simple technique. Even you can teach your children. For example, they are in primary school, they want to pass their primary school exam, leaving exam at primary 6, or even those who are in O-levels or A-levels at the universities, they can use it for their exams. You can use it for your life planning also, your current situation, future situation, how you want to see how your life play. All right. You also can use it for healing. You can use it for business. So there are many areas in which you can do, and just only spend 5 minutes a day using that method. I use this method in a very simplified manner. I just sit down in my sofa chair and I close my eyes, and then I start to visualize what I want to do, what I want to achieve. For example, inshallah, if I want to do something like, say, this video, all right, I'll try to sit down and visualize myself doing this video, and then inshallah, this thing will come forward quite easily, because Allah is the giver, the ultimate giver. So what is important is for us to be able to differentiate between the creative visualization that is consonant with Islam and the creative visualization that is not consonant, because you get a lot of rubbish in the YouTube. You go to YouTube, you say, okay, the universe will give you whatever you want. Nobody can give you anything that you want except who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or you can change your future by yourself. You are incapable of doing that. Only Allah, with His help, can you change everything. So it's very important for us all this to understand. There's a lot of creative visualization technique that are very un-Islamic, and we have to be very careful. But the method itself, the technique itself, is a technique of, for us, for tafakkur. It is a matter of thinking. It's a matter of closing your eyes and thinking. Tafakkur is also a method of muhasabah. You muhasabah yourself. Why you fail and how you're going to succeed. That is perfectly consonant with Islam, if you understand that. And then, when you finish, or you at the end of your so-called creative visualization, at the end of it, you can ask through your heart, may Allah make this a reality, or may Allah give me all the success that I dream of, that I desire. Whatever that you want, you pass your exams from E to A, whatever it is. So I think you have to understand this, because how this mechanism works, it is very scientific. For example, I have explained to you our positive Islamic psychology model, where we have our input from the physical environment, social environment, in inner speech, and our perception. Our perception is being colored by our feelings, emotion, and thinking loop. I remember FET. Always remember this FET. It is always feelings coming from the intuitive realm. We do not know how, why the mechanism. Some say it is at a quantum level. Whatever they want to say, they can say, but it is at least ahead of our emotion and ahead of our thinking. So our feelings and emotion are linked together, and then our thoughts come into play, whether it's negative thoughts or positive thoughts. And there are a lot of research. One of the best research is Hartman Institute. You go and check and see how they have done this research. So our perception is being colored by our feelings, emotion, and thinking. And if we can use all the facilities, the faculties that Allah has given us at the realm of the spiritual, emotional, mental, SEM level, then we can actually achieve a lot of things. So I want to recommend using this creative visualization technique, because one of the most researched technique and one of the easiest. Because this technique is just a matter of just step 1, all right, sit down in a calm place. 2, calmly breathing, close your eyes, visualize, you project yourself up, see yourself there, all right, reflect whatever scenario they are talking about, and then try to bring all the feelings, FET, feelings, emotion, and thinking into that scenario. Make it lively, make it nice, make it beautiful, and make it in color. Initially starting, when you start visualization, you cannot see in color because this need a lot of mental training. And this is a very good mental training. In fact, sports people who has done creative visualization, for example, they play tennis, all right, they visualize they're playing the best tennis that possible by visualizing it every day, but they didn't do any practice. When they go to the match, they can perform better. So how it works and why it works is because of the brain synergy as well as the synergy at the spiritual, emotional, and mental level. This is what I'm telling you. So it's a very simple technique. Teach your children to do this because they can just spend time, especially when they're frustrated, anguish. Teach your teenagers, especially in overcoming a lot of their problems of teenagers, anger, rage, disruption in rational thoughts. Okay, you can do all that kind of thing. So it is so simple, so easy, and I'm going to give you 3 or 4 examples, inshallah, by actually accelerating it. Each of this aspect that you do will take about 5 minutes, but I'm going to do a short one so that inshallah you will see how we can change the scenario. So I'm just going to sit down and then do it, but I'll give you, say, the scenario first, explain to you why, and then we'll do it. Okay, we start with the first one. Say, for example, you are a student sitting for your A-levels, all right? You're sitting for your A-levels and you have your maths. You're always having E or D in your maths, advanced maths or higher maths or additional maths, whatever maths that you're taking at A-level, So it's very important to pass your maths because you want to become an engineer, because without mathematics you can't be an engineer. So you are aspiring to go to a university. So what you do is, how are you going to think about passing your exam? So using creative visualization, very simple. Sit down in a calm place, calm breathing, 4 to 6, sit down there, visualize that you you see your result, A-level result, or your term result. For example, you say your first year result, you get a D. So you see that piece of paper in front of you, that D. Then you want to change that, right? So then you slowly swing your thoughts to you seeing yourself studying, because this is not just imagine and it become reality. No, there's a lot of hard work to it. That means you see yourself working hard. You see yourself paying attention in the lecture room. You see all your lecturer teaching you, and you're concentrating. You see yourself doing that, and then you see yourself sitting in the exam, the final exam, the A-level exam, sitting, and then you're calm, you're peaceful, smiling. You see your friends, you're ready for it, and then you see yourself getting an A for it. That's simple, all right. And you repeat this every day until you finish that exam. Every day, just put 3 to 5 minutes thinking about that one issue. And inshallah, you'll see the miracle. We call it magic, miracle, whatever, but there's no miracle, no magic, because it's basically one, it is your brain synergy that Allah has given you. You are using your full faculty of your brain. You're using your full faculty of your emotional and mental and thinking faculties that Allah has given you. But most importantly in Islam, at the end of that, we ask what? Ya Allah, let me achieve my A in my maths exam. Before you open your eye, you always ask Allah, because He is the one who is going to manifest it. All that you desire, all that you will, all that you want, it is His will that will become a reality. So when you know that, then it is consonant with Islam. That means you're not doing anything that's outside the field of Islam, but you're doing your own tafakkur, your own muhasabah, to be able to achieve success in whatever good that you want to do. So I'm going to do 3 scenarios in the next video as fast as we can, so that inshallah you use this technique. Remember, creative visualization is one of the easiest technique, which is consonant with Islam, if only you know that you bring to your conscious mind to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek Him to manifest all that you wish to achieve or get. So whether it is a business, whether it's a restaurant, whether it is healing, for example, you're having cancer, you want to fight cancer, inshallah, or you are a sports person, you want to improve your performance, or you are sitting for an exam, or whatever. All the situation that you face in this dunya can be used using one simple method of creative visualization, which will then give you the brain's energy, increase your brain power, increase your capacity for creativity, increase your capacity to have positive inner speech, your FET, and inshallah, through that, you become an achiever. See you in the next video.